Check out my previous video to see the full unboxing of the Bandai Batman, as well as the instructions in full detail as we go through them in that video. Okay, so basically I've got everything kind of separated, marked for the colors that it needs to be. Everything is pretty much cleaned up, ready for primer. So I am going to go ahead and get all of these parts off to the paint booth. Basically, the plan right now is to get it primed. Then I like to let, especially with the All-Clad 2 primers, I like to let them sit for about 24 hours before I do anything. So I will let the primer cure for a full 24 hours. So basically about an hour after now, so it's 12:54. Let's just say 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. I should be ready to start putting the first coats of paint onto these sprues. So there you go. We are ready for primer. So let's head over to the paint booth and get some primer on these.
Hours later.
With All-Clads, you really want to make sure you get them really good and shaken up. Even just sitting here for a couple of seconds, a lot of it's going to settle. So I always try to work fast with this when I'm at least trying to get it put on. I really like these though, but this is the All-Clad 2 Pale Gold ALC 108, And we are going to be using the SprayGunner no-name brand battery operated airbrush. This has the 0.2 needle in it, and last time I did the all clad, I used this on the low setting, which is about 12 to 15 psi, I would say. And I don't know, it might be a little bit much, but I like the flow and operation of this brush, so I'm going to use it. We'll just see how things go. This is just going to be the basically two sprues that I'll be working on right now. So we'll go from there. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things here. We have the majority of the parts painted that I wanted to paint. I was going to paint all the black parts with the steel color, the All-Clad 2 steel. This is the ALC 112. And I don't know, because I went and did the silver parts that were kind of going to be chromish looking. I did them in black chrome, which personally, I mean, I think they look absolutely awesome. So what I'll do is I'll just take some pictures of them with the GoPro so that you can actually get a better look at them, and then I'll show them here on the screen. And as you can see, the black chrome, it looks really, really cool, but it's a lot darker than I was hoping. And when you compare it to, here's a side-by-side of the black chrome with the primer blacked parts, I just felt that maybe once I did the steel coat on, they would look too much alike. So I haven't really played around with any spoons. I probably should today, maybe mess around a little bit, but I also, because this is a speed build, I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time. The one I ran into serious issues with, and a lot of this is because of environmental conditions, as well as it's a lot my fault, the pale gold ALC 108. Really happy with it. Everything was looking awesome. Very, very pleased with how it looked. And I kind of felt like maybe I'd put it on a little bit heavy, but things were looking good. Well, I didn't have the heater running in the room, and I had my fan going, exhausting my paint booth, which is typical But what I did was I opened up the window, and because of the humidity and the constant rain and wind, a few minutes after doing that, I noticed that it started to orange peel. So lessons learned from that. I basically didn't open the window when I did the black chrome. I did all of the black chrome in basically a more controlled environment, so to speak, just to really kind of give it a chance. And I like how it looks. It's just it's very dark. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be. So anyways, what I then did was I got on Discord, was kind of freaking out a little bit, you know, because I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I decided, well, you know what, I'm going to throw it in some super clean and see if that takes it off. This has been sitting in super clean overnight. So for about 12 hours, actually, yeah, it's dead on about 12 hours, this has been sitting in super clean. So this is kind of a testament to the All-Clad 2 line of lacquers, because it doesn't matter what I do, I cannot get this paint to budge whatsoever. I mean, not a thing is coming off. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is coming off. It doesn't matter. And if you remember, I mean, I know it kind of, you're thinking, well, that's the original color of the sprue. Well, yeah, but it wasn't the All-Clad color. It was a lot duller. And so, I mean, I can sit here and scrub and scrub and scrub. There's no paint in the tub whatsoever. No paint is coming off on my paper towel. Can you believe this? This is, I mean, All-Clad 2 is just incredible. I mean, this stuff is not going to budge. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to go wash these parts off with some hot water and brush them down again with the toothbrush. And then we're going to do a little bit of experimenting with them to try and see if I can resolve some of that orange peeling before I just give up. The other thing I might do today too is I might go back over the black chrome with a coat of regular chrome just to lighten it up. And then I'll do the black parts in steel, or I may just leave them black. The only issue I have with that, and I'll take some close-up pictures of these parts for you and show you them, is they definitely could use something. What I might end up doing is the Hot Metal Blue ALC 413, or one other kind of thought that I had is, where did it go? The Hot Metal Carbon, which is this is the ALC 418 Hot Metal Carbon, and maybe apply that just as an effect. So let me go rinse these off, clean them up, and I'll come back and see what we're gonna do. So here the parts are. They've been washed. Again, I cleaned them all up and have started drying them. And so kind of, I don't know if you could see it in the images. This is, so I had this taped off when I was painting. This is the original gold, and then this is the new gold. It almost looks like a bronze in a way on camera. You know, I don't know. I almost like the effect of it. The orange peeling, it's still there. It's I don't know how well you can even pick it up on camera. You can kind of see it on this part right here. Right in here especially. I'll bring that back up. I don't know how well you can see it on the GoPro, so we'll kind of judge that later. But anyways, I mean, it's not terrible from a distance. I mean, it just looks like some battle damage, and maybe after I clear coat it, it'll clean up a bit. But I think what I'm going to do is maybe take some lacquer thinner and actually try to clean that up a bit, and then I'll just do a light dusting of the gold back over it. Today's actually nice and sunny outside, so who knows? Might be a decent day to try to get some paint done, because I don't know how long the sun's actually gonna last, but you know, we'll see what happens. So I'm actually gonna try to do just a little video comparison here of the black parts, which you can kind of see. These are all black on this section here, except for this guy. I painted that the black chrome, the bat. And then all these are the black chrome. And I really look at how the light really kind of shines and reflects off that black chrome. Really cool effect. Again, you've got the black parts and then the black chrome, and I just feel like the black chrome is maybe not chromy enough, but then you've got these all these are black. Kind of hard to see just because I don't have them on the table. Let me pull one of the sprues out here and see if I can do this without breaking anything. So again, here's more just black parts, which I was going to do in steel, but now I'm afraid they'll just be too similar to the black chrome. But I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss as to really what I'm going to do. For the most part, I think what I'll do here with these gold parts, I may try to do a little bit of sanding or use that lacquer thinner like I said, and then these may get a just like one coat of the standard chrome, the all-clad what is it, the stuff here, the all-clad chrome ALC 107, and we'll go from there maybe, and then put the steel on these parts and see how that looks. The other option I might go with, even if I do that, is I do like the idea of putting the all-clad hot metal blue, the ALC 413, spraying some of the black parts with this just to kind of give it some effect, and maybe a little bit of a bluer tone to it, because I like that, the blue, not necessarily just an all black Batman. I like that blue tone to Batman, you know. So we'll play around with it today, see what happens, and go from there. And I'll try to record as much as I can. All right, so the black parts are going to be covered with the hot metal blue ALC 413. And this will be the first time I'll ever have been applying this, so it'll be an interesting adventure. We are going to again just run our Grex with the 0.3 needle, and I'm just going to run the air pressure way down. Chrome ALC 107 to hopefully try to fix these gold pieces. I'm just going to put on a very thin coat of it, just to kind of give it a different, feel, I guess. And that's the Gunmetal ALC 120.
Hours later.
So today I'm just going to be applying the clear coat or aqua gloss by Alclad 2 ALC 600, and this should be the final step here on the Batman. I'm just going to apply probably two very thin coats of this. Okay, so this will be the assembly of the Batman by Bandai. Go ahead and get all my parts laid out, and then we'll start on page 1. That's cool how everything just kind of snaps into place. I've never built a snap tight kit before, so this is really fascinating how everything just literally just pops into place. Okay, another sip of coffee and then moving on to part 3 here. that man is done. How about that? I actually completed a model in a week. I can't believe it. I like how the colors turned out. I didn't like the gold on him, so I definitely am digging that that bluish chrome. And then the black chrome looks really nice too. So really happy I did that. So I'll take some pictures and put them up here for you guys to see. I'll try some different poses and stuff like that. At some point I will get the base for him so that he can actually stand, because he's not going to stand on his own right now. He's just going to keep trying to fall over. So, alrighty. That was a really fun build. I really enjoyed it. And as always, the HobbyLink International end of the year speed build is always a lot of fun. Really glad I joined in this year. This will be the last build for me for a while. Just got to focus on physical therapy and you know, kind of getting healthy and getting back to real life. So I'll be posting videos here and there as I go through all the backlog of videos that I have. But basically, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.